Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to cryptocurrency market. And by the way, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Be really appreciate how brother grows channel out. And it's one thing that I don't know about you guys, man. Some of these YouTubers, man, that just don't have the balls to say where an asset's going to go. You know, they said it could go up or it could go down, and you pretty much left that video wondering what is going on. He just basically told you, oh, I really don't know. So, and they thrive in this environment. It's freaking strange to me. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, I'll put my ass on the line and let you know that Bitcoin's probably going to be going up. Okay. There's a lot of good signals that Bitcoin has just recently did. One of them was breaking this area. You can see it on my chart. Blow that up for you. I'm going to go over some data points here with you guys. So it's above that. Now the new talk is going to be this. This is the new resistance, guys. But here's the thing. You got a nice strong wave out of there. Okay. And you have a good shot. This is the start of a third wave. And if that's the start of a third wave, guys, you're going to talk about some shallow corrections that are going to leave people behind because they're going to expect some sort of massive dump and it won't do it. Just come over here to a third wave. This is start of a third wave, shallow corrections. Here was your last shot right there. Okay, right there. That was a nice correction. It came down. You can see all the way down there in the RSI on that correction. It didn't drop much in price. It was probably some sort of ABC swing possibly, and then it was off. Shallow correction. You can see shallow correction. Even on the first wave, pretty shallow corrections after it did the first deep correction. So the odds are that after looking at that over the weekend and just checking it out, I said on video, hey guys, that could be the first wave of a third wave. And if that is, Bitcoin is getting ready to probably rip in 2023, guys. It's not looking like that's going to be the fifth wave to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's the 5. Although you have the argument that's the divergence right there. Okay. And then, you know, it isn't oversold. When something's bullish in a third wave, don't even worry about that. It could be up there in that area for a long time. Just come back and look. Come back and check what did Bitcoin do. Like here went oversold right there, right? There's oversold at 9,596. And you can see what happens next. So what you want to start looking for in this RSI, don't worry about oversold. You want to see price on a correction. You want to see price not drop as far, but you want to see the RSI get pulled back a lot like it did over here. That's what you want to start looking for. More than likely, okay? It's going to tell you it's doing bullish corrections. So as an example, it went up here. You can see it went sideways. What did it do? It dropped the RSI back down there, went back up, okay? And it went sideways. It dumped, and you can see when it went sideways up there, what did it do? It drained, it bled off the RSI all the way back down there. Boom. So that's what you probably want to start looking for over here, okay? So with that said right there on Bitcoin, guys, what I'm going to do is, like, if you have a good shot with Bitcoin, that this was a 1 and this is a 2. The reason I say that is you have enough correction. It's over 50% to be a 2, and then you have it all the way back down here on the RSI, giving you more of a clue that that's a 2. And then you're going into a third wave. If that is the case, just normal, you have more. If this is a 1, 2, like I said, was like 1, 2, and then this is going into a 3, 4, 5. In my opinion, you have a good shot that this is a fifth wave, guys, because the fib numbers, normal fib targets for this third wave is going to be this 1.618 to 2.618 just for that third wave into this area. Okay. And then a correction and then a fifth. Okay. And that's just going beyond all-time highs. So let me go back to this chart, which makes sense to this chart. This is the quarterly chart. I've gone over this before, showed you the data points down here on the stochastic, and in the RSI, the massive amount of hidden bullish divergence telling you it's trend continuation, massive amount of hidden bullish divergence down here in the Stokes RSI. You can see now it's getting ready just to cross right there again. Okay. could have another uptrend right here like that. So this was a third wave of this whole section right here. So on the stochastics, this is probably not going to break that, but it went all the way up to 55, and right now it's at about 5 or 6, and this could go up to like say 30 or 40, and then you could have a move up here on this quarterly chart. You could actually have a move all the way back up there. You might even have just like 3 of these candles or something like that, or maybe maybe 4, and it could go right up to all-time highs. So I'm still looking at this, guys. You have a potential that Bitcoin is going to be going up to a 5th wave. I think it seems to be an early warning shot out of coming out of the market compared to the TradFi markets. I think that TradFis are still sussing itself out. I want to go in there. It's a mess right now over there, and a lot more bearish sentiment in the S&P and the NASDAQ and the Russell 2000, and they're just hanging out in that bottom area, guys, for a little while. But I think eventually they're going to suss themselves out. It's going to depend on what the Fed is going to be doing. There's some people that are really, really sure the Fed's just going to go to is going to pause now. I'm not planning for that. The market still says 25%. You can check it in this month, and then in May, and then the pause in June, which would actually would make perfect sense for a move like this, because the Bitcoin right now in this chart, think about it, Bitcoin right now is able to, it's because it's part of a market, they foresee things ahead. So Bitcoin right now is telling you, yeah, there's probably a pause in June. This is what this is saying, and boom, it's struggled its way out of here a little bit. Confusion. What if people know this is a bounce, and then boom, and then finish it off going into 2023, guys. So I know that goes against the narrative. For a lot of people, they think this is the start of a whole new cycle, and it could be, but I have to go with what kind of the data is. The wave data makes more sense to me, and what it's doing, guys, going up for this shot. And this could be done by the end of the year too, guys. It really could. This could be done quick, especially if this is the 5th wave of this whole wave sequence. You're 1, 2. This is the 3rd, all the way up to here. This whole thing was the 4th. I know there's an argument about how this was too long, and on and on and on, and that could be the case. Or this could be an extended 3rd wave out of this whole section, and then this whole thing was the 4th wave. That's the one I actually like the best, guys, of what's going on here out of all these wave counts. And it just came in a WXYXZ. And then this is 1, 2, 3. This is an extended 3rd wave. It was just had a lot of momentum through here, did this correction, and then blasted back up, breaking all-time highs, and it came down in that unconventional WXYXZ. They do happen. So you can't just say, I can't count that, but they do happen. And then it's going back up to complete that 5th wave, which makes a little bit more sense based on the RSI data, the volume, and everything that's going on with it, guys. So that's kind of what I'm expecting for 2023. So like I said, June 22 and beyond, I said there's probably a FOMO wave that's going to come, and this is going to be a serious FOMO wave, guys. Like, this is just the beginning of it. This is just the beginning of it. And the reason it's going to be a FOMO wave is because this is a 3rd wave, and it's probably going to have shallow corrections. You're going to have a lot of the market just waiting for that perfect little ABC entry coming right back down here to my 618 or 786, and boom, I can ride the next wave up. And I don't think that's going to be happening, guys. It would be nice in a way, but I don't think it's going to happen with those. And then just looking at some other data points, Ethereum, Ethereum, in my opinion, is another good indication that Bitcoin could possibly be in a 5th wave. Now, Ethereum is a little bit weaker. I've gone over this previously. A good chart to pay attention to is that ETH BTC chart. Once it gets down, finishing, it's like in a correction, and then it could start popping back up into a strong wave. And I think that's when Ethereum's going to do really, really well, guys. So Ethereum's just having a little bit more of a struggle to get out of the gate, which I think is kind of normal. Everybody's going into Bitcoin the safest, and then going the second safest one, which would be Ethereum, and then everything is going to start bleeding out to the layer 1s and to the rest of the smaller altcoins. So here's with Ethereum. Ethereum on this long-term downtrend finally broke it. So it has a daily candle close above that trend, as you can see. Ethereum has a daily candle close above that trend. It's probably going to come back down, maybe even back test it and see if it gets out of there. That's going to be a really good signal if Ethereum back tests that and gets out of there, guys. So here's the deal with Ethereum is that you can get an impulsive move out of that. It had a second wave correction either to here or to here. Let's count it right there since it's a little bit lower for the time being. And then Ethereum could be in a 1-2 and then going into another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and all the way back up and finishing out that wave count. Now, the reason I'm going to go more with the fifth wave theory is that with Ethereum is a little bit more clarity for myself. Okay, so you have a wave pattern here, and then it came down. It was only 40 days. It was only 40 days, and then it moved up and completed that, and then it came back over here into a nice 3-wave swing. Okay, this time is 265 days. This was 40 days. So to me, with Ethereum, this is more like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this 1, 2. That's a correction right there. 3, 4, 5. With this 1, 2, 3 extended third wave, 4, and going to complete the fifth wave. Okay, you have a good shot of that right there with Ethereum, guys. Another good clue for me too is going over into Binance Coin. Binance Coin's kind of the same thing. It's kind of been following along with Ethereum. It's actually a little bit, in my opinion, a little bit stronger in Ethereum. Probably make more gains in big Binance Coin. I think most of you understand that it's a little bit smaller, so you might have a little bit more X's with something like this. The good news about Binance Coin is that all the FUD that was thrown at it and everything was at it to try and attack Binance and CZ, and look at it now. So I was going to be surprised that that was going to happen with Binance Coin, guys. And then looking at the charts that I saw probably around September, October, and how Binance is going to be going down to $40 and things like that. I said, I don't know about that one, guys. I mean, he's had to have messed up like the FTX crew over there. Whether that's an accident, what do you call that, an accident, or that was on purpose? Probably more than likely I'd err towards more being on purpose what was done over there, obviously. But with Binance Coin, unless he had done something like that, then there would be a case for that. But he just doesn't seem like the type of guy that's going to be like that, guys. That CZ guy. Maybe, he seems more genuine than that other vegan puffy-faced dude named, what was his name? SBF did. So anyhow, so here it is in his third wave with Binance Coin, guys, and it's in this area. I've gone over that before, and that right there, what Binance Coin is doing right there, that is either ultra bullish with 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and it's going to go back up to my box, or it's extremely bearish. That's really how you can cut that pie. I don't think it is. I think Binance Coin's third wave's there, completed a fourth wave there, and it's struggling off to make that fifth wave and go back up into the box, guys. Kind of like one last hoorah right there for Bitcoin in 2023, going 2024. How long it take? I'm just giving an estimate, guys. It could be as soon as end of 2023, in my opinion. I know they could have halving and everything out there, but maybe it's going into the end of the summer of 2024. Just don't know yet, guys. And then this Ethereum, same thing. Binance Coin, you got the same thing. Looks like one last hoorah to get out of there. And then here is GBTC, Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, a good chart to keep track of. Here are 3 charts, really good 3 charts. If you want to learn more about Bitcoin and you can't know more, Bitcoin's confusing. What is it doing? Trying to get like maybe wave counts and maybe what's the next move's going to do. I use GBTC, MicroStrategy, and sometimes I might go check like a Coinbase or something like that. But pretty much you can paint a picture for yourself to get an idea where these assets are going. When you have, like, say, GBTC's doing a moonshot and MicroStrategy's doing a moonshot, you could probably be pretty sure that Bitcoin is doing a moonshot, or it did it first and then they're following, et cetera, et cetera. So you got a 1, 2. I went over this briefly. This is actually looks like it's going to open at 1609, so it's gapped up a little bit more into this third wave and then back down into a fourth wave, into a fifth wave. And to me, GBTC, guys, is, since the RSI is all the way down here in the 4-hour chart, it took it out on the 4-hour. So more than likely that is a third wave. It took it out in the 8-hour. Let's see. I'm looking at this. So it took it out in the daily. So more than likely on that daily, let me go back out to a 12-hour. I don't have it on daily in my counts. You have a 1, 2, and then it's coming up for a 3, a 4, and then a 5, guys, just like so, and a 1, 2, and this could be a 1, 2, and then it's going into a 3 sometime in the near future, guys. So that's how I'm looking at that. You can see right here that this third wave, this area is a lower sequence of this wave. Okay, so this is the main first wave, and then over here you have a little bit more of a mess, and you can see in the RSI. So at some point, if that is the first wave of the third wave, you probably see something go back up into this area. It's got to do a correction, drag the RSI back down, and then you'll start seeing it move back up. And then once you get one above that wave, then you know you're in the third wave. But the price is going to be much higher at that point, guys. So on GBTC. So GBTCs give good signals that it's going up and to the right. So probably means that Bitcoin is going to be going up and to the right, guys. Okay, that's how I'm looking at that. I think 2023 is going to be a really, really good year for crypto. I just think the TradFi markets are going to be going back and forth with the banks, the banking crisis, liquidity. What's the Fed doing? Talking on about they're doing loans, guys. They're doing loans. They're not bailouts. They keep saying bailouts. They actually have to pay that money back. You know, bailout. Most of you probably know this. That what that means is they're just giving them the money to bail them out. They're taking loans, guys. They go to the discount window at the Fed, and just basically a discount window at the Fed say we got a problem. We need a little bit more liquidity, and the Fed said, okay, yeah, we'll give you the liquidity, but it's going to be a loan. So that's how it works. And then on March 22nd, Jerome is going to have his meeting, and we're going to see what they're going to do. If it's 25 basis points, if you've been watching my channel, you shouldn't be surprised. You go look at the data. 25 basis points. It's not a big deal, guys. It really is not a big deal for that 25 points. I think he's going to need to do the 25 just to save face and not look like too much of an idiot, if you will. And then probably in May do 25, and then don't be surprised if there's 25 in June. But it looks like probably May, June is going to be the pause. And Bitcoin here is telling you that. That's what Bitcoin's telling. He's telling, yeah, we're going to get out here, maybe do another correction, and then it's going to do a rip, the pause. So the pause is when the rip can happen. So let's say there's a pause in, here's May, maybe it's back up here, and there's a massive rip, okay? Especially if it's in a third wave. It makes sense to me. It makes complete sense to me. Now, things can change. Of course, you have to have a backup plan or be prepared for worst case scenarios, okay? I'm not going to go doom and gloom and everything like this. I got a bullish structure right here. People still trying to short that. People jumping into Ethereum and going in, jumping into shorts. You just like that. You short weak assets. You short weak assets. You don't short strong assets. This is strong right now. So now I'm not saying that you can't go in there and maybe jump into there and do a short or trade or something like that. But usually, you increase your odds if you go with the trend. But here's the first wave. So let's say it pops up to 32 or 33, right? And then it's going to do a correction just like so. And then it can go into that other wave. Maybe that correction could take, let's say Bitcoin hung out in here from January 23, went up a little bit, came back down here in March. So you see a month and a half. So look at that, month and a half. Where are we at right now? We're in March 22nd, Fed rate hike, 25 basis points. Going in like a month and a half later is May, and that's possibly the market's looking at the last one. Bitcoin's in this area, come back down, and then boom, 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 boom. It starts doing one of those over there. These third wave moves right over there, guys. Now you got to realize too, my targets for something like this is just going to be just beyond all-time highs. The other thing you have to realize too is this could be a fifth wave for Bitcoin, and if it is a fifth wave, it could be a FOMO fifth wave. It could be just as strong as this wave over here. Gold likes to do it. Commodities like to do strong fifth waves, very, very strong fifth waves. And they just start ripping, start going vertical. So you have a good shot, something like that. I really think that's going to be happening, guys. I'm not really too concerned with it. The signals are really, really good so far. This area right here is going to be the next, bearish case in for Bitcoin. Okay. They'll be bringing that up. And then the 30,000, 32,000 area too, right there. And they do have a decent case, but they have to contend with that massive first wave right there, guys. They have to contend with that massive first wave, and that is undeniable. And the other thing that's undeniable about that wave is the amount of volume that is coming in. So although their technical analysis say that that's the resistance, and they're right, there's some people in the market that are just saying this is going to continue to go up into 2023. by this data right there. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.